back to another video. I am Deaunna Jonae, if you did not know. And today we will be doing what probably will be my last, well, at least for a little bit, but my last makeup chit chat session. So today we're just gonna do a little soft look because I want to talk to you all about everything that's going on and why this might be my last time, you know, doing my makeup for real. Okay, so jumping right into this thing, I am going to be moisturizing my face with this hydrating primer from Makeup Revolution. Okay, so for foundation, we will be using the Maybelline Fit Me Deep Bronze number 370. Okay, so jumping right into this, y'all, my due date is tomorrow. If you're new to my channel, I am pregnant and I'm going to be having a little boy, and his arrival time is set for tomorrow, but he hasn't really been trying to come out. So let's see, last Saturday I started having contractions, and they were, you know, 5 minutes apart, lasting for at least a minute, like they wanted them to be, and going on for an hour. So we went to the hospital and everything, but they sent me home because I was only 1 centimeter dilated. For those of you women who have never had a child before, your cervix has to dilate all the way to 10 centimeters to allow the baby to come out, and I was only 1 centimeter, so they sent us home. I was pretty sad about it because I'm like, dang, I wanted to have the baby, but it just wasn't time yet. And so as the week went on, I continued to have contractions all week. Okay, now that my foundation is on, we are going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the color Ebony. And we're just going to go ahead and zoom in. Y'all, my face is so fat. Oh my gosh. Anyway. So, I was having contractions all week this week. But the thing about the contractions, they were not consistent enough. Like, they would start and go on consistently for like an hour or two, and then after that they would just kind of stop. Now my contractions, they did progress throughout the week, but they haven't progressed anymore since then. Like, my contractions got to the point where I would have a contraction that would feel so bad that it would make me start throwing up. I always know when I'm about to have a contraction because I'll just start feeling weird out of nowhere, like, and you know something's going on with your body. And then that's when my stomach would just, you know, tighten up and everything, and I would just have to, you know, try to breathe through it, and then it'll be over. Now the contractions, they are not unbearable. I can talk through them, and majority of the time I can walk through them unless it's just a really bad contraction, but they're not bad. And when you get admitted, they want your contractions to, you know, kind of be to the point where, you know, you can't really bear it for real. They don't want you to be at the hospital for multiple days laboring, so they want you to labor at home for a little bit, which is fine, and I plan on doing that anyway because I want to have a natural birth. And I plan on not getting the epidural. So if I'm able to stay home as long as I can, you know, more than likely I'll be able to avoid getting all of those different medications and stuff. So anyway, so I changed the angle of the camera up a little bit. And if I'm leaning a little bit, y'all, I'm sorry. I can't figure out what I'm doing wrong. But anyways, for concealer, we're using LA Girl Pro Conceal. We're using 2 different colors. The lighter color is going to go on the bottom. This is going to go on the top. To my week. So, all this week, me and my husband have been going out, walking, and, you know, doing different exercises. I've been eating pineapples, drinking pineapple juice to, you know, help with my contractions. And there's a lot of different things you can do to, you know, kickstart contractions or help your cervix to dilate. And we just been doing everything that we can do to try to get things to progress. And I had a doctor's appointment on Wednesday. So okay, let me go back. So Saturday when I went to the hospital, I was only 1 centimeter. And then I went to my doctor's appointment on Wednesday, and I was only 1.5 centimeter. Now I'm gonna put a little chart like right here, and this is how far you have to dilate and what the dilation looks like. And for them to tell me I was only 1.5 centimeters, I was just kind of like frustrated and upset, because I had been doing so much to try to get to the point where I was dilated enough to be able to have the baby. What it really comes down to, y'all, is really just being patient and understanding that your baby is not going to come until God wants your baby to come. Because trying to naturally induce yourself, yeah, it can help, but at the same time, if it's not time, it's not time. Like, you'll just be risking putting yourself through a lot of diarrhea or just a lot of cramping for no reason that's not working. And a lot of people will tell you to, girl, just have sex, keep having sex. And it's just like, do y'all want me to be in a wheelchair or something? Like, but yeah, so people will suggest for you to do this and do that, but ultimately it is a waste of time, because I bet God is just looking at us like, girl, you really think this castor oil finna make this baby come? And then really, like, what if you're sitting there trying to induce yourself and your baby is not even like developed to the point that he needs to be, or she, if you're having a girl. And it just gets to a point where it's selfish, and you know, it's like you're just doing too much. You're just doing too much. But now, as far as walking and everything, I still do continue to you know, walk and do everything as normal, because I still need my body to be prepared for birth. But it honestly, when they told me I was only 1.5 centimeter dilated, it discouraged me so bad, because I'm like, what am I even doing? Like, what's going on? And it almost got to the point where I was like, okay, is there something wrong with me? Like, what is going on? But everything is all good. I, you know, just make sure I stay prayed up, stay patient, and just focus on the fact that, okay, my baby is going to come when God wants him to come, and he's going to be healthy, and, you know, everything's going to be in place as it should be. Okay, I'm taking that light colored concealer and I'm going to conceal my eyes with it before I do my eyeshadow. My husband is going to go back to work, because, you know, the baby hasn't came, and there's no point in him being here, you know, using all of his leave days if the baby is not here, because the whole point of leaving is to be here with me and the baby, but the baby has not gotten here yet. So next week he will be going back to work, and it was, you know, it felt really good to have him here with me every day, comforting me and helping me to, you know, walk and do everything that we was doing. But it's, you know, smarter for him to go back to work if, you know, the baby's not here yet. So of course, since I am probably going to go over my due date, which is tomorrow, you have to have an ultrasound to look at the fluids of the baby, make sure everything is okay for the baby to be in there past his due date, because you know there's a lot of different things that can happen as far as complications if your baby is past due. So they have to check that out and make sure everything is okay. I just set my eyes with a little setting powder, black opal setting powder. One day I'll have an appointment and they will check everything with the baby, and I'm kind of excited for it because I haven't seen what the baby looks like since I was like 22 weeks pregnant, which was a very long time ago. And I know he has gotten so much bigger, so I just think that it's cool. I'm gonna try to shoot through these eyeshadows because I'm not doing no really advanced look. We're gonna be using the Warrior palette. I'm sorry, Warrior 2 palette and the Warrior palette. This one is the first one, and this one is the second one. But yeah, so I'm excited to see how big he is, because y'all, I promise you, I just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I feel like I'm either gonna have like a solid 8-pound baby or like close to 8-pound baby. Could even be over 8, because at this point he's just in there getting as big as he want to get. They're gonna check everything out, and then once we have that appointment, they'll talk about further things, like, you know, if I'm gonna have to be induced or all of that. So there's a lot of different things going on with the pregnancy, but you know, at the end of the day, I am ready, and I have so much peace now in my mind, and I feel like physically I'm prepared, because I've been having these little contractions, you know, all week. So I mean, I know I'm gonna be in pain and all of that, so it's not even nothing for me to be sitting here being scared about or worrying about. Now, I know for a lot of women, you know, it's hard to try to cope with your emotions or cope with the pain. So as far as your mind being ready, I have been doing pregnancy affirmations, and I do a lot of study time. And when I mean study, I mean like actually like reading my Bible. And I basically use the word of God to calm my mind and my spirit. And the reason why I do that is because if you're calming your mind, then you pretty much can have control over everything else that is going on, because there's nothing to be afraid of. Your body was created to do this. Like, there's so many women that have done this before you that there should be nothing to worry about, you know. So if I can get around to it, I will do a whole separate video of my pregnancy affirmations and how that went. I recommend that to anybody who is stressed out or worried or whatever. And I also would suggest that if this is your first time having a baby, that you should not, and I mean not, you should not resort to Google. You should not resort to YouTube looking up problems or looking up other people's experiences, because you get to the point where you're trying to compare your pregnancy to somebody else's pregnancy, when no pregnancy is the same, and it's just not gonna be. At the beginning of my pregnancy, I could not, and I mean not, look at labor and delivery videos. And now I'm always looking at labor and delivery videos, because that's where I'm at right now. That's what I'm ready for. And labor and delivery videos, they can really scare you, because they can really scare you if you are not ready for labor. And a lot of people on YouTube, they're not as positive about birth. Some people will scare the mess out of you just by telling you what they went through in their labor. And like I said, everybody's is not gonna be the same. So y'all realize I didn't cut my crease just now. So hopefully this eye doesn't look a mess, but we're gonna try to come back and cut this. So yeah, I would not recommend looking at labor and delivery videos or C-sections or watching somebody's video about a miscarriage, because that is not doing anything but damaging you, and the only person who's doing it to you is you. So gotta stop. You cannot listen to everybody about what's going on with you. Matter of fact, it might even be better for you not to even share what's going on with you to people other than, you know, your doctor, your midwife, or somebody you really trust who's not going to lead you astray. So like, for example, I am in a Facebook mothers page, and a lot of people get on that mother's page and they're asking different suggestions, or what should they do about their baby, or what's going on with their labor, or when did you go into labor, or what should I expect about XYZ. Now there's nothing wrong with asking questions. However, you should not solely base somebody else's experience to you shouldn't base how you feel or what's going on with you off of their experience, because like I said, every pregnancy is different. You might not experience the same thing they're going through. And then a lot of times your physician or OB or whoever it is that you go to, midwife, they could tell you something, and then it's like you'll go to somebody else and ask them who's had a baby, and it's like, why are you doing that when you already know what it is you're supposed to be doing, or you know you already know what's going on with you. It's just wild. I kind of want to take this all the way over. Can y'all see that? That looks cute. But yeah, so don't be out here stressing yourself out, for real. One of my favorite affirmations is, there is purpose behind your pain. So the whole time while you might be having contractions and everything, just know that the reason for this pain is delivering my baby. Just take a chill pill. Everything's gonna be okay. Also, y'all, I have such a great husband. Like, he really keeps me sane as well. Like, it's so important to have a good covering. And a lot of people don't know how to cover their spouses. But that's another topic too. So let me do a little more on my face and then come back. So what I have done off camera, I have put eyeliner and mascara on. Whoops. Now I'm gonna get ready to conceal this puppy. I'm going to contour and put lashes on and lips. I'm running out of camera storage, and I don't feel like trying to do all that extra stuff, so I'm gonna try to do this real quick. We are using the True Complexion contour palette. I hate how I've been and made a sharp line. We'll soften it up, don't worry. And I kind of want to do a high contour so that I look lifted and my face don't look so fat. So my look is basically done now. All I did, I don't even remember last thing I told y'all I did. I know I said I did eyeliner, mascara, lashes, contoured, blush, lip gloss, you know, all of that good stuff. because I was running out of time. But so anyways, I'm just gonna finish this off. I'm gonna finish this off with some Lasting Fix spray. Oh, hold on, sis. This is supposed to be a spritz. It didn't come out as a spritz. It came out as a stream. Anyways, the lashes I have on are in the style Little Black Dress, and I love these lashes because they're very, you know, like simple. They're not all out there, and they're by Kiss. But anyways, yeah, so I hope I've said everything, and if I haven't, I'll come back and add more. But y'all make sure y'all are subscribed to the Dennard Family channel to check out everything that is going on, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.